Hello and welcome to the monthly review of August. So this time we will do it a little bit different. We will start with the business update and then with the general update and the fitness update. So the structure will change a bit because this month I didn't really do much for my business and nothing really happened, so I can't share much at this point. So yes, you might know I wanted to certify my product and to then place the order. And shortly after the month began, the supplier contacted me that the factory was doing some changes on the product. And usually this is something good because they optimized the product. However, my next step was to certify the products. And the problem is now if I pay a lot of money to certify the product and then they do some changes on the product, the certifications wouldn't count anymore. So yeah, she told me that it will take at least 21 days. So I would at least have a 3-week delay, and this will be over soon. And yes, then I now have to order new products or new samples in order to check the quality again, and maybe to also change the marketing a bit, because the marketing always has to fit it to the product and has to be shouldn't be overselling a product. So yes, and this is also what happened this month, or what I did this month. I finished the sales copy, or I wrote the sales copy for the listing and also created the rest of the listing. So this is mainly finished. I just have to finish add 2 or 1 or 2 things. Yes, and as I said, I have to wait for the new samples to arrive. Yes, and this took some time. This writing the sales copy took some time. It was not like I finished it in one day. However, in the whole month, there wasn't much more that I did for my business, and I realized I kind of used this 21 days delay as an excuse to procrastinate and not work on my business. Because even though the main next steps certifying a product and ordering, I couldn't do this. However, there were many small things that I could have done and that I just didn't do. So yeah, this was happened. I procrastinated a lot, and I will talk more about that in the general update. So yes, okay, so very short and quick about the business goals for next month. I definitely have to now order new samples. This will be the goal, and I have to then certify the products, and yeah, third step is then order the product. And I'm really kind of a little bit annoyed about the results that I had last month, that nothing changed or nothing happened. So I really want to get these steps done this month. I don't want to sit there in the next monthly review and tell you, okay, this is what happened again and nothing changed again. Yeah, I think I was comparing offers from several companies for the certifications, but now probably I will just take the first offer that is reasonable. There's one I already have. It's expensive, but I don't want to wait any longer. And once I have this certification, yeah, then I will place the order. The thing is, I can wait and I try to optimize everything and get better prices. But I realized for myself my financial situation won't change unless I order my first product and try to bring it on the market and try to build a real business. Okay, so the general update, apart from the sales copy, which took some days, I also worked on our house. I told you in the last monthly review that we had a construction site here, and I also had to help there again. This took 10 or 11 days, so almost a third of the month. And the thing is, on one side I want to help my parents, on the other side it's not my priority at all. On the other side it's just not my priority at all, and totally a waste of time for me, because I don't have a lot of time. I usually have to use all of this time to work on my business, but in this case I'm just too much of a pleaser still to tell my parents, no, I can't work now on on the construction site. I have to work on my business. And this is definitely a thing I have to work on, to not be such a big pleaser and to be able to say no to my parents. Yes, and in the following points I want to talk about procrastination a little bit more. And the thing is, after these 11 days or 10 days of work in the construction, and then the first week of producing a sales copy, I had couple days left, and I just justified, okay, now it's not worth to work on business stuff anymore because there are only like small to-dos, and I can do this next month. This was like the rationalization process I observed, and that's why I focused mainly on YouTube. I planned one kind of bigger video, like the scripting alone took like several days. I never like took so much time to script a video before. And this is like, I will call it something like how to change your personality, or what personal development really is. And yeah, there I will share like I guess in there I will share like the knowledge that I like learned from books and also from a mentor, like what actually the steps are to change your identity and to actually become a new person, like to become confident, or to become a person who's not so scared that he doesn't start a YouTube channel, but the person, okay, who just does it and starts a YouTube channel, and over time builds the identity of being like a YouTuber or a confident person. Yes, and in this video I will share like detailed now how to change your identity and work on yourself as a person, and change yourself and transform yourself as a person. So after like doing this process that I share in this video, that you're not the same person anymore, because that's what personal development in my opinion really is. Not like being the same person with like more muscles because you work out in the gym, or being the same person with more ETFs in your portfolio or whatever. It's like transforming yourself and becoming a new person, like a new version of yourself. And yeah, with the stuff I learned from mentors and from books, I think this is the way how you do it, and that's why I wanted to share it in this video. And I'm also kind of excited to release it because, I mean, content-wise, I would say at least is one of my best videos, because I share the most content and the most know-how. On the other hand, it will be like a super long video, probably an hour. I haven't edited it yet, and people tend to not watch long videos on YouTube, at least not my videos. So yeah, I don't know whether the work is like useless because nobody will watch it, but yeah, I will release it anyway, so maybe in the future someone will watch it. Okay, the next thing that happened, or that will happen next month, is I'm about to hire a new video editor. Or not a new one, like a first one. I was editing my videos before, and I decided to do that because I really don't enjoy editing the videos, and it takes a lot of time for me. And yes, at the moment it's time that I don't really have, and I'm also not like the best at it. Like all the videos you saw like on the channel now, I edited these videos, and of course you get better over time, but yes, it's nothing that I enjoy. And it definitely was a decision I had to think about, because I mean, my channel doesn't make any money, not a single cent, and it won't make any money like in the near future, until like I would like make money with ads, like money that is like not just a couple of bucks. This would take probably months or years. And this is why I had to think about it, because hiring this video editor will cost me like a couple $100 every month, and this is like an investment where I don't get any returns from. However, I still want to do it because I think it is the entrepreneurial way to do it, because then I have more time, because I outsource the things that I dislike and that cost me a lot of time. So now I have more time to work on the things that like I enjoy and that actually make me money, because YouTube isn't making me money. Like my business is the thing that would make me money. So in some sense, it's, I think, a smart decision to spend that money on a video editor, and yeah, then to work more on my business. And another reason why I did it is because we all know that focus is important in order to be very productive with our things. And right now I'm viewing like all this language learning, fitness, and also YouTube as a side thing, or as a hobby, not my main thing. My main thing is my business, and that's why I want to focus my business. Yes, and so I concluded, because the focus is so important, that in order to continue YouTube, I will have to outsource it, or I will have to spend the least time possible on YouTube in order to be focused on my main thing. And I can only do that if I outsource something. And if you think about it, outsourcing is one of the best ways or tricks to increase your productivity, because then you can reduce your action steps in order to finish a project while having the same results. For example, finishing one YouTube video had the action steps of scripting the video, recording it, editing it, and then uploading it, but this is not like an active step. And now I just have to script it and record it, send it to my editor, and then it's like finished. So I have the same results with less time. And what also often happens to me that if I do too many things at a time, and I also have to focus on too many things, it's like everything is in my head, and it's a lot of stress for me. And this is also a great way to reduce the stress for me. Okay, the next point is sometimes I like have times where I just sit down and reflect about how am I doing, and am I still like following my values, etc. And I realized that in many ways I was like lying to you and also kind of a hypocrite, because I was talking about discipline and doing always the right things and dopamine detox especially, and then I caught myself doing a lot of instant gratifications and not being as disciplined as I wanted to be. Yeah, and in my opinion, like sharing only the good stuff and only show like the positive side where you're very disciplined isn't honest, and it's also, yeah, it's hypocritical. I think I did it because subconsciously I wanted to keep up the front, or like the persona maybe of a person who's like very disciplined and who's very who doesn't need dopamine or whatever. I guess here I want to tell you it's not true, and I also decided to share my instant gratification table again. So I will from now on like make an instant gratification table again, like in the dopamine detox video, like the one that I shared there, and I will probably share it at every like monthly review, like the 4 weeks in that month. And yeah, you don't necessarily have to look at it. It's just it's the one reason is for me, okay, because I want to be transparent. Yes, and the other reason is a little bit selfish, because I also do it to hold myself accountable, and yeah, to not indulge in too many instant gratifications again, because yes, on some level I also don't want to look like a lazy fuck in front of you. So yeah, it's also a little bit selfish from me. And this also brings me to my next point, which is procrastination. And in fact, I also planned a video on procrastination, already recorded it and everything, and I will release it after this video, like in a couple of weeks or maybe a couple of days. Yes, so you will see it if you want to. You can see it, you can watch it if you want to. And what I want to talk about procrastination today is, because the definition, I can tell it here, is procrastination is a denial of an experienced pain or an experienced negative emotion. Yes, and I will talk about it more deeply in the video. But one question that you can ask is, that I also ask myself this month: what pain do I want to avoid, or what pain do I think I will experience if I get this task done? Because I realized that I procrastinated on a lot of tasks, especially like my business work, and I asked myself, okay, what pain do I expect if I work on my business or continue working on my business? And I realized for myself that I maybe just subconsciously am afraid of failing and losing all of my money, because I would like, if I would order the products, this is like almost all of my money. And as long as I'm procrastinating and not placing the order, I'm not really failing, because I can blame not ordering the product. Because as long as I'm procrastinating and not ordering the product, I can't really fail. It's not really failing, it's just not starting. But as soon as I order the products and let's say I would fail, then I would be a failure, and then it's also all of my money would be gone. The good thing is I'm now aware of it, and yeah, now I can make the right steps and force myself to certify the product and then place the order, even though I'm afraid of it. It was kind of a useful realization I had. Oh, and another thing that I procrastinated on, like for not only this month but also earlier, is I thought about sharing this instant gratification table earlier, but I always hesitated and then forgot about it again, because I was afraid of being embarrassed if I would indulge in a lot of instant gratification. And I also didn't want to share stuff like, okay, let's say, okay, if I jerk off, for example, and then my parents would find out, and yes, this would be kind of uncomfortable for me, and I wanted to avoid this pain of being uncomfortable and being shamed, and that's why I also procrastinate on that. But yeah, usually you probably know this, the stuff that we procrastinate on and the stuff that we are like afraid of are usually the things that bring us the furthest, or that help us the most. And yeah, for me, for example, ordering the products now would help me the most and help my business the most, and sharing this instant gratification table would help me to be more disciplined and help me to reduce my dopamine, and thereby making me more disciplined. So yeah, you can also use, and I'm also talking about in the video about it, you can also use like your fear and the things you are afraid of as a sort of indicator about your next action steps, or the things that would help you the most, or that improve your life the most. So yes, this is what happened last month, and these were also my learnings from last month. So yeah, I hope you liked the video and I hope you liked the learnings. And yes, as always, let's stop talking and let's start building our dream lives.